Hello Seekers, welcome to Puneet's Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. I have created a new office, so there was a delay in videos, but now I'm almost about to finish the setup for the new office, and more videos will come soon regularly. So stay tuned, subscribe and stay connected. What are we going to talk about in this video is that if you see that Venus has entered Scorpio, so has Mercury. Mercury has crossed the Gandanta of Sagittarius and Scorpio, and it has fallen back to the Vrishchik Rashi. On 7th of January 2024, Mercury will enter Sagittarius, and then on 18th of January, Venus will cross over from Scorpio to Sagittarius. So short transit, a combination of Venus and Mercury, but in Vrishchik Rashi. And we know that Mars has already made a movement in the Sagittarius zodiac sign. And because Mars has made movement in Sagittarius, you can say that the Venus and Mercury's dispositor is in second house from them, but in combustion. Because Mars is still combust, and throughout the transit of Venus and Mercury, Mars will remain combust. Although the distance of Sun and Mars is now slowly getting bigger and bigger. What is going to happen here is that there can be doubts or problems in relationships, especially if you are running a Venus Mahadasha, Antardasha, or if you have a debilitated or weak Mercury. If you are Taurus, Libra, Gemini, or Virgo zodiac sign natives. Scorpio is a zodiac sign of secrecy. A retrograde Mercury can reveal secrets, especially if you have Venus in 6, 8 or 12 house. It can reveal some unexpected dirty secrets about relationships. Also, you should not initiate any communication when you know that it might create tension or further arguments, because if it can, it will. Jupiter will become direct on 31st of December. So from 1st of January, Jupiter will aspect Sagittarius. But if you see with respect to Jupiter, both Venus and Mercury will be 8th from the Brihaspati, Jupiter. So it is way away from the guidance. And whenever Jupiter and Venus fall in Shadashtaka Yoga, relationship, marriages will get affected. Also, it is a pull of two contrasting ideologies and thoughts. And you will see that the division will become much more stronger. The contrast will be much more stronger, and you will be able to distinguish between a Jupiterian way of life and Venusian way of life. One is more dharmic and one is more materialistic. Now, when Mercury is falling back to Scorpio, what it wants you to do is focus on the materialistic life also, but in a way that it should not convert into greed. Both Venus and Mercury will ultimately come under the impact of Jupiter when it moves to Sagittarius. So the first half of January 2024 tells us that we need to be more humble, more respectful in relationships. We need to be more careful about our expenses. We need to be more down to earth. And if you can help someone in need, or if you know that there is a friend who is in a bad relationship or in a broken relationship, just be with that person, but don't try to give unnecessary advice, because you don't know where the advice can come from. Also, if you are getting any advice about relationship from someone who is not experienced, then you can take the advice, but do not implement or act on that. Wait for some time unless your thought process becomes clear and you know what you're doing. We should not forget that Sun will also enter the Capricorn zodiac sign on 14th and 15th of January, which is Makar Sankranti. But until that time, Sun will also be in Sagittarius. Now, when Sun and Mars, two very strong planets, go second from Venus and Mercury, there will be this high level of insecurity in your mind, especially about personal life. Not all will be affected, but anyone who is more Venusian through their horoscope, like Taurus ascendant, Libra ascendant, or Mercurian in their ascendant like Gemini and Virgo will be affected a lot. And you should be very careful about your marriage. If you are already facing issues, just try to pass the 15-20 days of January and let Venus and Mercury come under proper impact of Jupiter, because the moment Venus enters Jyeshtha Nakshatra, Mercury is in Jyeshtha Nakshatra. The moment Venus enters Jyeshtha Nakshatra, it starts encountering a twist and turns of energies. Jyeshtha is a negative nakshatra. The negative connotations of this nakshatra will start impacting your Venus. Venus is happiness, luxury, peace, love, relationship, and perception of reality. Among all these planetary movements, we should not forget the aspect of Saturn on Venus and Mercury. If you see, Saturn has 10th aspect in Scorpio. So any planet that is in Scorpio will be impacted by the presence of Saturn in Aquarius. What it means is that some relationships, especially your relationship with your in-laws, some relationship that you never wanted to define, will ask for refinement and definition. So anyone who is crossing the limit of relationship should refrain, because this is going to spill things badly. Overall, if I see, Venus in Scorpio will also ask for investments, and certain business investments will give you greater push and growth, provided you have a good Venus in your birth chart. Another thing is that Jupiter will become stable in Aries, which is like new achievements, new positive energy coming your way. I've already made ascendant wise video, so please watch that Jupiter transit in direct in Aries video in my channel. But Jupiter is going to save a lot of things. But whenever Jupiter and Venus is Shadashtak, Jupiter is in Aries, Venus is in Scorpio, we can expect two different thought process twisting our mind, both in career or in fact anything that you take personally. Say you handle a project or you handle a team and you're taking it very personally. The moment this personal behavior, the emotions, the relation gets built up, Venus comes into play. It is going to break your comfort zone, so it's better to not rely on where you are comfortable right now, rather figure out new ways to grow, but think about sustainability. More will come soon. Ascendant wise videos will come very soon once the setup is ready, and we'll shoot from the new setup again. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for connecting with us. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, namaste.